Okay, again, let me explain this again because Trump kissed Xi Jinping's hand again, and Xi Jinping spit on him, and Trump in return kissed his hand. Basically, he's getting some 15% of income for something from Nvidia, from these high-end chips, by allowing Nvidia to ship these chips to China. The United States doesn't need any dollars. They can print them and create them. This is just Trump being useless, right? And again, trying to explain again the way Washington, D.C. works and the way America works. There is no concept of treason. I mean, unless you're caught giving away military secrets, like the Rosenbergs with the nuclear knowledge they transferred to Russia, to the Soviets. No, there was no Russia at the time. But other than that, the United States is a commercial union, right? Washington, D.C., or Congress basically, is a place where the entire world lobbies, they pay legally, they get registered as foreign agents, whereby they influence policy, meaning they become co-decision makers. Right? Even MTG revealed that yesterday in a tweet. Right? The foreign lobbies controlling Washington D.C., which is true. The way it works, it is legal. Actually, it is the way it was set up. Right, so it is very, very, very normal and not treason in the perspective of the United States of America that Bill Gates cooperated with Xi Jinping against the United States of America. It's pretty normal. Because the United States of America is a commercial union. Right? It's pretty normal that US elites cooperate with Xi Jinping and with Putin and with Khamenei in Iran and with Riyadh, with Mohammed bin Salman, in order to assetize, to make assets, the supply of energies and raw commodities and raw materials. Because their wealth depends on the value of these assets. So by cooperating with BRICS, US elites and the Western elites go against the Western supply chains. It's not treason, it's pretty normal, it's the way it works. It would be treason in Germany, in Italy, but not in the United States of America. It is a commercial union. It is a conglomerate of corporate interests. It's just the way the system is set up. That's the way it is. And that is why we have a civil war there between the military, the Pentagon, which has its supply chains intertwined with the civil supply chains, with the normal, not military supply chains, the famous or infamous dual use. Now, dual use materials are basically 98% of all manufacturing. It used to be 5% 30 years ago. Now it's 98%, close to 100%. So we have the military, Pentagon, which has the exactly same supply chain as the non-military. But the non-military supply chain are intertwined with Xi Jinping, with Putin, and with Khamenei in the euro-dollar system. So we have the Pentagon now which has convinced Congress to have its own separate supply chain, which is, again, it is impossible. So the Pentagon is defending its own supply chains by attacking Iran, and the US elites and the Western elites don't want that because they are cooperating with Iran. It's all legal. They are cooperating with China. They are cooperating with Russia, and their assets, their wealth depends on Khamenei, depends on Xi Jinping, depends on Putin, and it's all illegal. It's not treason. For the setting of the United States of America as a commercial union. It's a commercial union. Each oligarch, each special interest is taking care of its own wealth. It's pretty normal. That is why the president has such a project manager, very important position, in order to get all these commercial special interests to get together in a consensus, which happened up until Bush presidency. Then Obama comes and declares civil war, and then the right elect their own Obama, which is Trump, and he does a counter civil war. And then Biden comes in, he tries to build a consensus, but he is mentally deficient. So we had Gina Raimondo and Catherine Tai cooperating closely with Congress and the Pentagon to face off China. And now we have Trump resuming the civil war along with Bannon, because Trump has no brain. Bannon is the brain behind Trump. Trump's brain cells are burnt out from 20 years use of Adderall. Who are now, instead of continuing Gina Raimondo's Catherine Tai's work, they just resumed the civil war, because that's what Bannon wants. Alright, so by resuming the civil war, you automatically must cooperate with Khamenei, must cooperate with Xi Jinping, must cooperate with Putin. So you automatically, in order to retain the wealth of these oligarchs, of these people, so automatically go against Ukraine, you automatically go against intervention in Iran, against Iran. Alright, so you automatically go against, we don't really care what's happening anywhere in the world. No, let them fight, which again breaks the supply chains. If the Pentagon withdraws, doesn't intervene, the supply chains implode because people will resume fighting. Right, so trying to explain to the people the way the world works. It's not the way you see it on TV. Okay, and again, everything is bad. Everything will get worse. No light at the end of the tunnel. Have no hope. The worst is yet to come. You have a fantastic week. Bye.